What's up, guys? I'm sure you're all wondering, where did I go? Again. I think it's just a running joke at this point with how many videos I've made saying I'm back, hey, what happened to me, all that crazy stuff, you know. Instead of making a whole video on it, I'm just going to tell you right now, I had to leave for a bit to go take care of my grandmother, who was very ill. I went to Washington State for a little while. Expect to be on that soon, about how I flew across the country by myself, and I kind of forgot to vlog it, so it'll just be a story time vid. I'm sorry. Anyway. I'm sure you're wondering, why the heck am I on my own channel right now? Am I going to be reacting again today? Yes, but to not what you think. I'm not going to be reacting to any of my videos. I'm going to be reacting to someone else's video. In fact, he happens to be a very, very good friend of mine. His name is Lance's Creepy Reading. For those of you who don't know, I did a video with him about a year ago on the origin of Laughing Jack. It's a creepypasta video, and for those of you who don't know what that is, you're going to find out very soon, because it's also going to help explain the context for what's going to be going on for October. Based on the poll I sent out on my Twitter, link in the description, that's how you get all my updates and everything, even when I'm not online. There you go. For those of you who don't remember, I did a video with him years ago, right here. Yeah, I did a GTA vid with him before he was famous, cause, he got very popular over the years. Me with my, 83 subscribers, and he's got 204K, and I've had my channel a lot longer than his. Anyway, no shade at you. He's gonna be watching this. He said he gave me the go-ahead so I could do this video. This is the first video for Spooky Saturdays in October. So, as you can see, it's almost an hour long. I'm not gonna be reacting to the whole thing. I had a small part. I played young Jack, and it's quite cringy for the background story. Jack is a little kid, not really allowed to play much or be creative or any of that. So this magical box appears. His name is Laughing Jack, and he's allowed him to have a friend and all that stuff growing up. And if you want to know the rest, you gotta listen in or watch the whole video. Link in the description below. But we're going to be reacting to my part, because it's very cringy, and this will help explain what I'm going to be doing for maybe one or two videos for Spooky Saturdays. This is the first one. Get ready to cringe, because I know I'm going to.
What's wrong, kiddo?
A voice called out. Isaac looked over to the edge of the bed.
Great spot to start.
Jack was now suddenly sitting beside him.
Where were you?
Isaac murmured. Jack ran his hand through Isaac's hair to comfort him, as he softly replied,
I apologize for my horrible British accent. It gets worse. Usually I can do a pretty good one. It's so bad. I'm sorry. I so cringe at it. This guy, he said, no, you did fine. And we're just like, no, I really didn't. I'm sorry for any of my British followers out there. I'm sorry.
I was hiding. I can't let your parents see me. Otherwise they won't let us play anymore.
Isaac wiped the tears from his eyes.
Look, kiddo, I'm sorry I had to hide, but I'll make it up to you. Because tonight, we can play games and have tons of fun.
Like, listen to this other guy. Is the one who is being Laughing Jack. That's this other accent you hear right now. Not Lance. Hi. Listen to him. He's so good. Like, I don't know. I wish I was that talented. I'm sorry. But I'm not. Just little old me trying to make my life get by and whatever. I can't even do English properly. See, that's how cringy I am of myself.
Jack said, smiling. Isaac looked up at his vibrant pal and silently nodded, as a little smile began to form in the corners of his mouth. That night, Laughing Jack and Isaac played so many fun games. With a wave of his hand, but Jack explained he was more of a cosmic entity of sorts.
I'm just trying to skip to my parts because this is mostly just narration going on. We totally didn't come here for him, right, guys? We're here to see the cringe. And that's not cringy enough, is it?
At the end of the night, Jack reached into his pocket and pulled out an assortment of delicious candy. That things seemed to be finally looking up for little Isaac.
My character.
At least, until the incident that occurred 3 months later.
Here's the cringiest
It was
part.
pleasantly warm and sunny in London that day.
So for context as to what's about to happen is my character and Laughing Jack are playing around. They're playing pirates, and me overthinking things instead of just doing a pirate accent. I was like, I need to do a British accent and a pirate accent at the same time instead of just doing a pirate accent. So I made things a lot harder myself, because keep in mind, I had to record my lines at 2 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to sleep because I had to have class the next day, and he was like, I have a deadline, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, probably a little part of the reason why it's so cringy. So thanks for that. That's your fault. Yes, I'm speaking directly to him because I know he's going to be watching this. Anyway.
Which was a bit of a rarity. So, with the help of a certain not-so-imaginary friend, Isaac was able to finish his chores early and was allowed to go outside and play for a bit. Things started simply enough. The duo were back.
Yo-ho!
Yerg, we got an enemy spy off the starboard bow.
You heard that, right? That was so bad. I can't.
Isaac yelled, captivated by fantasy and imagination.
Yo-ho! I'll get him, Captain Isaac!
Exclaimed First Mate Jack in his best hearty pirate accent.
Help.
Laughing Jack's arm stretched out across the garden and snatched the unsuspecting feline, who began to struggle quite vigorously.
Don't let him get away, Jackie, or I'll make you walk the plank.
Isaac and Tack.
I can't help but to laugh. I know y'all are trying to listen. I'll leave a link to the video in the description below if you want to watch the whole thing, but like, just listening to myself is really, really funny. Thank you, I just gave you a rating for letting me react to this, by the way. Link to his channel will also be in the description. I'm sorry for this cringe content. But we had to kick off Spooky Saturdays somehow, right?
Agonized. Jack's grip on the cat tightened, and his arms grew and extended like anacondas, wrapping themselves around the wildly feline as it struggled for dear life. Jack's arms just kept squeezing the animal, pressing the air out of its lungs, as the once dear house pet's eyes began to bulge out of their sockets. There came a loud snap. Jack
Demonetized! Sorry, I had to throw in a YouTube joke in there. This is kind of graphic if you guys can picture that. They're doing horrible things to a cat if you guys don't get what's going on. I just don't say it because I know that YouTube's program can actually sense what you're saying now. So yeah, just horrible things to something. There we go. Don't get me. I hope to get monetized one day.
quickly released the creature from his grasp, as its lifeless, furry husk thudded against the ground. There was a hushed silence, as the two observed the cat's now twisted and mangled corpse. The silence was finally broken by an uproarious
Thanks for that.
laughter coming from Isaac.
Wow, I guess cats really don't have 9 lives.
Isaac exclaimed,
Horrible laughter.
nearly teary-eyed from laughter. Laughing Jack began to chuckle as well.
Yeah. But won't you get in trouble if your mother finds your neighbor's cat dead in her garden?
Isaac's laughter quickly subsided.
Oh no, you're right. I'll just throw it back into the neighbor's yard.
Isaac panicked as he grabbed a nearby shovel and scooped up the broken cat cadaver before lobbing it over the fence back into the neighbor's yard. They quickly went back inside and up into Isaac's room. About an hour later, it came. The ear-piercing squawk of Isaac's mother, shrieking his name from downstairs. Neither Jack nor Isaac said a word as he crept down the stairs alone to face whatever horrible stairs. A teary-eyed Isaac ascended the stairs back into the room.
Well?
Jack asked, nervously. Isaac just stared at the ground as he spoke.
I tried to tell her it was you who hurt the cat. She didn't believe me. You said you weren't real.
Jack frowned, knowing this was all his fault. Isaac used his sleeve to wipe away his tears.
I'm being sent off to a boarding school. I'm leaving tonight, and you can't come with me.
Laughing Jack's face turned to shock.
What? I can't come? Where will I go?
Isaac said nothing, but pointed over at the beautiful colored box from where his friend had originated.
Back in there? But I won't be able to get out until...
Jack paused. Isaac looked up at his only friend, with tears streaming down his face.
Jack, I promise, I'll come back for you as soon as I can.
Spoiler alert, he doesn't. Not till he's an adult. And that's when things get interesting. I'm pretty sure y'all are hooked in now. But if you want to find out the rest, you're just going to have to find out and listen for yourselves in the link down in the description below. So, thank you so much for Relentless Creepy Reading for letting me react to this. Oh yeah. So this is how we're going to be kicking off Spooky Saturdays. I almost called it Spooktober, but I'm like, But, yeah. So we'll be doing these creepypasta ratings. So, yeah. Let me see what you guys think down in the description below. And once I do get one out, let me know what y'all think. And I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe to me and Let's Creepy Rating. Bye.